Hey, a very good day to all of you who's watching this video. Today's video, I'm gonna give you two fragrances recommendation. For me, it's not really a separate recommendation per se, but it's actually an alternative in case if the fragrance gets too strong. Okay, there I said it. I give you a disclaimer already. Now the fragrance may be a little bit too strong. In that case, you can use the other fragrance as a substitute or an alternative. Let's go. Now the fragrance I'm going to talk about in today's video is none other than this fragrance right here. This fragrance is actually Rasasi Hawas Ice. I don't think this fragrance is not famous at all, or maybe it has not really been mentioned in the fragrance community. I do think this fragrance, it does have a lot of fame and hype around this fragrance because it does have a lot of things, a lot of good things to say. Me personally, I have many good things to say about this fragrance because let me tell you some truth about this fragrance. This fragrance, as a starter, this is a beast mode kind of a fragrance. Okay, you can know how much I love using this fragrance just by looking at the dent in the bottle. Okay, it's about, I've used like 30 to 40%. I think so, judging from this right here. Now, this fragrance is not only a beast mode kind of a fragrance, but it's an extremely nice fragrance for a daily wear kind of an occasion. Imagine when you are going for your work, imagine when you are going for the gym. Yeah, I do believe, as a disclaimer, maybe not so suitable for the gym, although you can spray less and you can be done with it. Still a very good fragrance. Now this fragrance, as a starter, this is a fresh fragrance. Okay, it's fresh, but it leans a lot to the fruity side of things. Okay, this fragrance, when all said and done, this fragrance is a freshie, right? It's a freshie, but it's a strong freshie, right? This fragrance, it does have a lot of this lemon kind of an opening. It's an ambery fragrance with that addictive base note of amber in there. All right, okay, in this fragrance, it does have a lot of these woody notes as the dry down, and at the at the middle of these notes, you do get a lot of this like a star anise kind of a note in this fragrance. I do have to say though, this fragrance, sometimes it's a little bit too overpowering. So in that case, you can really spray less on your skin or on your shirt. But when all said and done, this is the first recommendation that I have for you. All right, in case if it gets too strong, I have another suggestion for you. That suggestion will be this fragrance right here. All right, what a beautiful fragrance. The bottle itself is a very beautiful kind of a bottle, and to be honest, this fragrance doesn't cost much. All right, just for your information, Rasasi Hawas Ice doesn't cost much as well. It's about 160 to 180 Malaysian ringgit, okay, about $40. Okay, this, it costs about 120 Malaysian ringgit. In US dollar, it's about 25. But when all said and done, this fragrance is basically a substitute to Rasasi Hawas Ice. All right, it does have a little bit on the differences on the fragrance notes side of things, because this fragrance, it does have a little bit of a freshness. Okay, so it is not really too much of a fruity note as compared to Rasasi Hawas Ice. This fragrance, it does have the addition of the lavender and cypress notes, which makes it a little bit more of a fresher take compared to Rasasi Hawas Ice, which has this plum, this very jammy plum note at the middle of this fragrance, making it a little bit cloying for some people. This is a fresher take on it, and I do think it solves all the problems that Rasasi Hawas Ice that will potentially give you. This fragrance, I love it really much. Okay, I don't find myself using that much because I'm a collector myself. I use many other different fragrances at multiple different times. All right, so when all said and done, this fragrance is still a very nice fragrance. It just retains the ambery quality that you have in Rasasi Hawas Ice. Overall, it's still a very nice fragrance. But if you ask me personally, which fragrance would I really prefer between these two, I would say, no doubt, undoubtedly, I'm gonna choose Rasasi Hawas Ice, because Rasasi Hawas Ice is just a lot more of a powerhouse performer. I love high performing fragrances really much. And this is one of my top picks when it comes to the freshies department that smells good, that performs like a beast. So I love this fragrance really much. If you want something, a tamer version of it, okay, you want it to be watered down, Rasasi Hawas Ice watered down somehow, you can go with this, because this is also very nice, retains the amber quality, the lemon kind of an opening, but with a substitute of lavender and the cypress note in the middle. It's still a very nice choice, and I recommend you to give it a try as well. Now, what about the longevity? These two fragrances, of course, they do have longevity differences. This can easily last on my skin 10 to 12 hours. It's a beast mode, no doubt about it. Now, this fragrance, it does last on my skin about 6 to 8 hours, alright? So, in the freshies department, I don't think this is a bad fragrance by any means. It's still a nice fragrance, and I consider this a high-performing one if you are talking about freshies. We are not talking about warm, spicy fragrances. Warm, spicy fragrances, the benchmark is much higher compared to freshies like this, right? So there you have it. I think I have basically summarized the differences between these two fragrances, and I hope it can help you to make better decision for yourself. Which kind of fragrance are you going to rotate? If you want a tamed down version, you can go for this. If you want a fragrance which is in full effect, you can go for this instead. It's an extremely nice fragrance to have.